Squishies! I am Andrew and welcome to another Squishy Shorts. This time we are looking at Hi-Fi Rush. Quick spoiler, I loved this game. And if you're willing to hear more, let me tell you all about Hi-Fi Rush and why you should play it. I usually play these games from the start, but there are a few tutorials at the start of this game, so we are a little ways in this time. Also, the game features licensed music that you can't hear due to copyright, so it will sound better when you play it yourself. With all that out of the way, let's start with some details. Hi-Fi Rush was announced in January 2023 and released the same day for Xbox and PC. It was published by Bethesda Softworks and developed by Tango Gameworks, the studio behind Ghostwire Tokyo and the two Evil Within games. This is their first non-horror game and a deliberate attempt to appeal to a wider audience. The game is described thusly. After a diabolical corporation mistakenly fuses a music player into Chai's heart, he is quickly labelled a defect, with hordes of corporate drones hell-bent on recalling him. Now, armed with the power to feel the beat of the world around him, it's up to Chai to battle through each department of the tech monolith to stop their evil schemes with his new, rhythmically enhanced combat skills. There was a bit of buzz about this game when it was surprise released on the same day that it was announced, completely foregoing the typical hype cycle that goes, announce game, don't talk about the game for years, reveal game later looking very different, delay it a bunch of times, and then release it when everyone is tired of it. I'm not alone in thinking that more games should be released like this. Maybe not the day they are announced, but announcing and releasing within a couple of months would be better. I was a little reluctant to try Hi-Fi Rush because rhythm action games are not my favourite genre. If this is a similar concern for you, rest assured that the game is still perfectly playable even if you are rarely hitting the beat. You are rewarded with heavy hits if done to the beat, but you can still play the game. Your main attacks are a light attack on the X button and a heavy attack on Y. You can combo those for different attacks, and throughout the game you can unlock more combos. Again, if that's not something you feel like you can manage to a rhythm, it is fine to play with just the base attacks and put your upgrade points elsewhere. The only tricky element for my fellow rhythmically challenged friends is that occasionally fights will go on a one-on-one standoff, where you have to parry an attack with B in the same rhythm as indicated before the attack. This can be tricky even on lower difficulty settings, but the game doesn't hold you permanently to those, and you can defeat the enemy in normal combat. It's just not the one-hit kill you can perform if you match the parry rhythm perfectly. To my mind, it's one of the best design decisions of the game, that you aren't forced to complete any of it purely based on rhythm. Outside of the combat, if you're familiar with something like Ratchet and Clank, you'll know the sort of style of this game. Platform puzzles, exploring, collecting scrap and money for upgrades and gear. The environments are fun and vast, there are little hidden places scattered about, many of which you can come back to in the post-game content. Your journey through the world feels smooth and satisfying. Clearly the game looks gorgeous, like an interactive cartoon. I likened it to playing the Spider-Verse movie or Big Hero 6. The characters are interesting and fun, particularly Peppermint, and there is a cat called 808, which I fully get is a reference to the drum machine, but it also looks like Bob. Bob. Anyway, you can meet more friends as you progress. You're able to call them into battles to help out for a couple of seconds. For example, Peppermint has guns and can jump in and quickly take down enemy shields. The more companions you have, the more you have to manage who you call in to help. Your friends are also required to solve environmental puzzles to progress or find secrets, like Macaron's ability to smash through walls. I launched Hi-Fi Rush with the intent of seeing what it was like, and found myself playing the game through in one sitting. I enjoyed it that much. If you have an Xbox, and especially if you have Game Pass, I highly recommend giving this bright, breezy, joyful game a go. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Hi-Fi Rush. Have you played it? Are you going to give it a go? Let us know in the comments. It has been a pleasure, and we'll see you again soon for the next one. Bye!